What up, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of the I Got Next podcast. I am your host, Darnell. To my right.
It's a very sober Mancow.
Yeah, we are. Yeah, we got it back together. After. We had a little Halloween shindig on Friday.
Shindig, got a detox.
So we had to kind of recover. We're still getting old.
We're washed.
Super washed, bro. Dry clean. If this is your first time finding us, welcome. This is your next stop for all things NBA basketball. If you're new to the channel, make sure you like, share, and subscribe to All Things Ball. And listen, we are 2 days. If you're watching this Monday, because I'm posting this Monday, we're shooting this as of Sunday. Basketball's tomorrow. If you're watching this, for us in the past, it's 2 days. But still, we're finally gonna get basketball back, bro. I've never been so excited.
It's been like a slow burn, but then it just sped up at the end. And it's like, all right, cool, I'm ready.
Bro, I've never been so excited. I told you before when we first came back on, like, I've never consumed so much content, basketball content, in my life. Yeah, it's almost overload, but it's like every day that I'm like, all right, maybe watch another video to break it up a little bit. I'm like, nah, get me back in there.
Hey, it brings the excitement back to watching it, you know what I'm saying?
So
I'm just not excited about all the streaming services that I have to now figure out to watch the games, but...
All right, so this episode is going to be about awards, but let me talk about that really quick.
I respect.
I understand everybody, and you know what I'm saying, this NBC and the Peacock and this, and it's on MTV now or some shit. Whatever. It's on every fucking channel you could possibly think of. Man. Guess what? All of you niggas is still going to watch that shit.
No, that's what I'm saying.
That's exactly what the NBA said.
Yeah, no, facts.
What you going to do?
I'm going to watch it.
What you going to do?
I'm going to watch it.
What you going to do?
I'm going to figure it out.
You know what I mean?
I'm just not excited about having to figure it out.
Me neither.
Yeah, but I'm going to do it.
I don't want to switch back and forth to streaming services, but I'm going to do it.
I'm going to do it.
I got them all.
Yeah.
I got the Prime. I got the Peacock. I got the ESPN Plus. I got the...
Yeah.
NBA said, what you going to do?
What you going to do
It's going to be on here. What you going to do now?
Yeah.
Suck it up. Put up the little $14. No pause. Suck it up.
Please, something.
Suck it up, bro. Watch this shit.
Crazy way.
All right. So on this episode, as I said, we're gonna give you awards. We're gonna give you MVP picks, obviously. We're gonna give you finals pick, conference finals picks, all the things before we start the NBA season on Tuesday. Let us start our first award. Do you want to start with the other awards first before we do MVP, or you want to just kick off MVP?
Let's do that.
All right.
Yeah, and I think
we'll build
probably the easiest one that we could assume.
We'll get to it. All right, so let's start with the sixth man of the year. Any choices? If you have a couple that you were thinking of, whatever, we can go into each one.
All right. My honorable mention.
Okay.
And this is the only honorable mention I'm probably gonna give. Again, biased. Anthony Simons.
Okay.
Off of the bench for the Celtics. I'm pretty sure he's going to be coming off the bench behind Peyton Pritchard. They're giving the starting role to Peyton Pritchard. He's a scoring machine, right?
Yeah, I did watch that one preseason game. He was going clear off.
Yeah, he was just doing whatever.
Right.
And that's his game. And if he has the freedom to do that off of the bench, I'm not saying it's going to help the Celtics or not help the Celtics. That's not what I'm here to discuss right now. But if he ends up averaging like 23 off of the bench or something.
Jesus Christ. Okay. Yeah, all right. Yeah, you got it.
I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying? It's not. It sounds crazy to say that high. Maybe if you bring it down to like 17 or 18 or whatever. But he's known for his scoring, right? So if that's what he's gonna do or can do off of the bench, honorable mention.
Okay.
My actual pick is probably Josh Hart.
Really?
Yeah.
I've heard that a couple times.
Yeah.
Tell me why.
I think. Because of his being the glue guy for the Knicks and like the role that he plays on the team where he does a bit of everything and how much better they perform when he's on the floor versus when he's not or injured or whatever.
Right.
I think that he's going to be an all-around stat pusher that's going to propel him to the forefront of that conversation. And he's been that before.
He has been that before, and he had probably one of his best statistical seasons last year. The only reason why I'm not sold on Josh Hart, even though I love that everybody keeps picking him, how bad is that finger going to be for the whole season? He has to deal with the finger all year. If his shooting numbers don't really affect it, and I guess from the other side of it too, like if he's doing everything you're saying, if he's going to be a glue guy and he's still rebounding, he's still defending, he's still passing, getting the ball out to like Deuce and Clarkson, and guys like that. I can see it. I just don't know if he's going to have the points to do it.
Right.
So that's kind of the only reason why I don't go Josh Hart, even though I love it. But I can't go Josh Hart, but I respect it.
Yeah.
I respect it. It's not a bad option at all.
Of course not.
No, not a bad option at all.
And I mean, who won it last year?
Nasri
was last year, right?
No, wait, no. Peyton Pritchard was last year.
No, that was the year before.
No. Was it? Hold on. Wait. Mm-hmm. I am
the year we won.
It's the year y'all won. Mm-hmm. Just give me a second. Because listen, to me, the sixth man of the year has been like one of those awards that. Oh yeah, it was Nasri. You're right. I'm sorry. It was Peyton. My bad. I feel like we don't have like a traditional six man like how we in the older 2010s.
Yeah, I feel like.
The J.R. Smiths, the Manus, the Jamal Crawford, the Lou Williams, like those are six men in my eyes.
Yeah, every year.
Every year now, it feels like everybody's just different. Like
they can flip, yeah.
It's weird. Like I don't know. This award is weird to me. It's like nobody is a quintessential. The only one that has like quintessential six man energy is Jordan Clarkson.
Yeah,
like he still has that. Like I'm just a hooper. I'm just going out there and do whatever I want to do. And if I go off for 30, cool. If I have 10 points, cool. Like so.
Now, to be fair, I would have said Andrew Nembhard if he was still coming off of the bench, but because of Halliburton, he moved into the starting line.
Well, he was already starting last year.
Was he really?
Yeah, he was starting the whole time. No, he was starting all the year last year.
Well, then disregard that.
Disregard that. I would have probably picked T.J. McConnell if he hadn't blown his hamstring. That would have been another option. For me, honorable mention. I don't know if I have one. I guess. I'm trying to think off the top of my head right now because I didn't really think of one for sure. But, I did. So my pick for sure for six man is Cason Wallace of the Oklahoma City Thunder.
Okay.
Because I assume the record is going to be insane. I think he's going to ascend. I think his shooting numbers were great last year. He played great in the finals. I just thought of my honorable mention because you brought up the Pacers. Obi Toppin.
Okay.
Obi Toppin had a phenomenal playoff, like really, really good. And I think without Miles Turner now being on that team, they don't have the size. I think they may just lean all the way into just being as small as possible. And having Obi out there, I think he'd come off the bench and have like one of his best seasons. Asar Thompson, well, no, not Asar Thompson because he's on the starting for Detroit. I'm trying to think of somebody else that I was thinking of. I might be thinking of most improved. That's why I have so many.
And that's funny.
But yeah, that's my pick. Cason Wallace of the Oklahoma City Thunder. Record's gonna be crazy. Numbers gonna be crazy. Cason Wallace.
Then they're gonna bark all the way to the finish.
They bark all the way to the sixth man.
Fucking niggas.
All right, next one. Let's do Coach of the Year really quick.
I put Jamal Mosley.
Damn it, that was mine too. I was hoping we would match on that. That was mine too.
I think Jamal Mosley.
Yeah, Jamal Mosley.
They're ascending. So.
Yeah, that's a good pick. That's a good pick.
I think they're going to go from wherever they were last year a little bit higher. Win numbers will probably go up. You know what I'm saying?
I think right now Vegas has them at like 51.5 wins, something like that. I would probably go under, but if they win 50 games.
Yeah, I mean, if they win 50 games too, right?
He's probably going to win. I would even go Quinn Snyder would be another one for the Hawks.
I think, let me see if I put that as my second.
Quinn Snyder, I think, would be a really good choice.
Yep, I put Quinn Snyder as my second, especially because of the team that he has now. Even if there's drama with Trey and shit like that, they should be fine.
They should be good. They should be. If they're not good, we're gonna see a lot of stuff come out of Atlanta.
He'll get fired.
Yeah,
he's either gonna be Coach of the Year or fired.
And then if you add in Ime, I think it would be another one. I think if the way he has Reed Shepherd looking right now in the preseason, if they somehow don't need Fred VanVleet and they ascend Reed Shepherd, oh my God! If they end up being like third or second in the West again, Ime. I'll pick Ime. So those are my three choices: Quinn Snyder, Jamal Mosley.
Everybody's wife in the office. He's like, "Yo, play hard or I'm hard, nigga."
Play hard or I'm hard. Moving on. Most improved, because I got nowhere to go from there. Most improved player.
That is where I put Andrew Nembhard. I think
Andrew Nembhard.
Yeah,
okay.
I think he's just gonna have more opportunity to take the helm.
Yeah, I mean,
without Halliburton, I think that'll be
being able to take over Halliburton's spot as a starter, and I think he's going to put up decent numbers. I have not watched a lot of Pacers preseason. other than the game that TJ McConnell got hurt. So I don't know how Andrew Nembhard's been playing.
I'm really basing that off of their push last year too.
Oh yeah, for sure.
His performance throughout the playoffs and in the last series was like, yo, this guy. Again, he's one of those people that just does everything because he's everywhere. Yeah. So if you have more ability, or you have to do more because Halliburton is going, all right, then your numbers are going to go up. Therefore, you improve, my nigga.
I think Andrew Nembhard is a good choice. I would either go with him or Ben Mathurin. I think same thing. Halliburton's gone. He's going to get more touches. From like game 4 against the Knicks on and through the finals, that man got to the free throw line. It seemed like he was getting SGA level whistle. It was insane how much fouls he was getting called on him so he can go to the free throw line. So ball's in his hand more. He's in he's in a contract year this year, so that's also something to consider. Another option that I had for most improved and my choice would be Asar Thompson.
Yeah, I almost said the other brother, Amen Thompson.
Here's my thing: a lot of people have been saying Amen, and I was like, I understand that from where he is, but I feel like he was like, if he was gonna win it, it would have been last year, unless he goes up to like, I don't know, 21 a game or something like that, and is still defending at a high level. Like, that's the only way I can see him really winning it. So I really wouldn't go him. Even though I could see him getting it, but I don't think he would get it. I'm going Asar. With Jaden Ivey now out again, he got surgery on his knee right before the season now, so he's going to be out for like a month. And now they need Asar Thompson to ascend and to continue to develop. The way he was guarding Jalen Brunson in that playoff series, I've said it throughout the offseason, I really, really like the way he did that. Until the end. I know Jalen Brunson broke his ankle to end that series, but outside of that, he was doing a phenomenal job on him. So if he can continue to hone that and then bring up that offensive game, Asar Thompson is my choice.
Yeah, respect.
Asar Thompson is my choice. All right, moving on. So since we got those awards out of the way.
6-man coach of the year, most improved.
Now, granted, the 2 awards we're not going to talk about because they seem just dumb to even talk about. If Wemby's healthy, defensive player of the year is going to him. It doesn't really matter what anybody else does. I'm sorry.
You see the clip of him blocking Buddy without jumping?
Yes, bro. The fact that he can he
scared me.
Dunks with his hand just feet flat on the floor.
It's like a figure 8 in a block.
Dog, come on, man. What are we talking about? On the fast break, stop it. Yeah. If Wemby is healthy,
it's not fair.
It's not fair. Yeah. 75 games of Wemby, he's winning defensive player of the year.
I feel like they need like a Looney Tunes level basket. So like every time he's about to go up, they just pull that shit a little higher. So.
All you're going to see is his arm stretch out over half court. Space Jam it up. And the next one, Rookie of the Year, if Cooper Flagg is healthy enough for the whole season, it's going to Cooper Flagg. Yeah. I'm not even entertaining it.
The Great White Hope, bro.
Yeah, legit. There's nothing to talk about. All right, moving on to a more fun award, MVP. Now, I think we both have the same MVP. I'm gonna assume we do.
Maybe. Anyways, go ahead.
I assume one or two names is what we're about to hear for MVP. So after you say, I want to hear honorable mentions. Like, I think that's more interesting than who's gonna win. But who do you have as MVP?
My pick that I want to be the MVP as of right now is Luka.
Okay.
Not
the name I was thinking, but that's fine.
And I figured it was, right? But you lost weight. You got traded last year and all the drama and everything. You want to prove yourself. You requested whoever you want to request for the team, right? You're trying to make that your home,
Marcus Smart.
Showtime Lakers, whatever, right? Like, the Lakers have to be elevated all the time, so you kind of have to have that player. I think pressure from that and pressure to prove himself, especially among this weight loss, he's going to do Luka things no matter what. So he's always going to be in the topic of conversation because that's just how his game is. But if you can hone that, then you could take it to an even higher level. So he's going to be in conversation regardless. And if he's in conversation with the niggas that we know, which is going to be SGA and Jokic, because that's just how their game is, I would pick him. Or I would want him to ascend over those two, at least this year. And then, well, I'll let you go.
So, like, I would say, I'm going the easy answer. Jokic is probably going to be the MVP again.
I didn't want to say that.
I didn't want to do it either.
Horse whisperer.
But he's the best player in the league.
He can't help it.
He can't help himself.
That's why I say it's just his game. I don't think he's trying to be that good. I think he's just that good.
It's the scary part of the fact that Jokic goes out there, barely looks like he's trying, and is putting up a triple-double like it's nothing. Nothing.
I feel like he treats basketball like most regular people treat work. Like,
that's what I'm saying.
He wakes up, he's like, ah. You look outside, see the horses, and you can't play with them, and one tear rolls down as he's putting his socks on. Call out, hey, coach, man. I ain't got it today, bro.
Like, Colo, we need you, bro. It's like, come on, man. Just put in Valanciunas,
can
bro.
We get out early?
Can I get out of work early? How can I put in PTO?
Yeah.
No, you need me, fine.
If this nigga has 4 fouls by halftime, just know he's trying to get off early, bro. Started fourth quarter. Sorry, guys.
I legit think they just he tries to blow out teams just so he can stop playing.
Yeah.
Like, I
win in the first quarter,
I don't have to play anymore in the second half. Like, I've never seen anybody look so unenthused about basketball, but be so fucking good at it. Bro. So good at it. He's going to average a triple-double. I know people in, like, some other videos that I made when I said OKC probably won't win and SGA is not the best player in the league. It's not that SGA – that doesn't mean SGA is bad. That doesn't mean SGA is not a good player. He is the MVP. He was the MVP from last year. He is not the best player in the league. It's like when Derrick Rose won MVP over LeBron. Yes, Derrick Rose is the best player, had his best season. Not better than LeBron. Okay, so just like, we got to stop doing that. Jokic is the best player in the league, hands down. He's going to win MVP. Me, bro. He's going to win it. Best team he's had since his championship. I would argue the roster the Nuggets have right now is better than what he had when they won the title.
There's your hot take.
There's my hot take. It's the better. He has a much better team. They're deeper. They can actually shoot. He has somebody that's not trying to get STDs every year.
Crazy
work. Michael Porter Jr. You have a cohesive Crazy basketball team. It's Nikola Jokic. Deal with it. Just deal with it. He's the best player in the league. Who's your dark horse MVP? Potential. If we forget about let's forget about the top 4 guys who normally would be. Giannis, if the Bucks have a good season, he's probably going to average like 90 a game because he has to. Jokic because he's the best. SGA because he had the best season, and then and Luka. Those are the typical 4.
My dark horse is pretty dark. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Oh my god, bro!
If you remember,
if you do this,
if you remember last week when we recorded, I said I got one that might just be here to piss you off. Jaylen Brown, nigga.
Oh my god, bro! No fucking way.
And then he went and got hurt in preseason. Yeah, it's his season, bro. You gotta make it happen. You got the keys. Let me drive the boat.
Disagree.
Of course.
Wholeheartedly disagree.
Didn't expect you to agree.
Disagree.
I'm still saying it.
If y'all don't know, I don't know. Most people probably didn't make it to the end of the episode. No disrespect. I hope you do if you're watching this. But if you made it to last week's episode, I believe, or whatever, 2 episodes ago, when we brought up the Eastern Conference, and you said 4 seed Celtics, which for whatever reason.
4? I thought I said 5. Sorry, 5. I said 6, and then
No.
I said 6.
You did not have them 6. You had them 5th.
Whatever. Yeah, nah,
you had them 5th.
I'm pretty sure I had them at 6, but I'm telling you that I sent you a post that it said 5.
You wait your goddamn.
And you were like, how do you niggas got them at 5? And I put them at 6.
You wait a fucking second because I wrote it down.
I
wrote it down because I know for a fact you said 5th, and I'm not gonna let you get away with it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. Fuck you.
Can I change my list?
No. You got to lock it as the 5th seed ahead of the Bucks.
All right, then maybe I had it flipped. And
right
the
behind
internet
the Pacers.
said 6, but I said 5.
You said 5.
Yeah.
I said if they made a 5th seed, I would put on. I will go even further. I will put on a Celtics jersey, whatever Celtics sweatpants you have, nigga. I will wear everything green. By the end, what's that? April when the season's over. Mm-hmm. April. If they're the 5th seed,
somebody timestamp this. Go ahead.
5th seed. I will everything Celtic. I will wear.
See,
okay.
All right.
All right, we move on.
What you gonna do if JB gets okay? Realistically,
okay.
You know I'm being facetious.
Yes, I know.
Right?
Yes,
of course,
I know.
Do I think that he has the opportunity to enter the conversation? Yes.
If they make a 5th seed, he
season,
would be.
Right. If it was any season where Tatum is gone, like, you know what I'm saying? This is the year that you have to get that done if that is a goal of yours, unless you're going to do it in another organization.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying? Like, because with the powerhouse of those two or whatever, it's not going to happen. It might be your night or your series in the playoffs, something like that, same way he was able to get finals MVP and all that shit. But to lead a team, you've been talking about doing it, this is your opportunity.
Yes,
so my hope and my realistic hope is that he ascends his game and his leadership to the point that he can at least be in the conversation,
okay,
that would make me happy. If he won it, crazy work. Of course, it's a pipe dream, but I understand.
He would have to have.
He would have a. The
season would have to be unfathomable.
Yeah, 100%.
If he's in, it's a weird number. Top 8 in MVP voting. I will come up with another bet.
All right, respect.
I will come up with another bet. I think I've done pretty good.
Yeah, head to toe.
I will, if I have to paint myself green.
Nah, that's crazy. I'll get you a little leprechaun costume in there,
or something. There you go. Boom. There you go.
Yeah, man,
there you go.
Shillelagh.
So both can still get paid off in the same season.
Respect.
If they make the 5th seed, I will wear all Celtic jerseys, shirt, green, everything.
Respect.
Right? That'll be in April, and then by the time they announce MVP, will be sometime in May, whatever. Then
we'll run it back. Yeah,
we'll run it back, and I'll run a whole leprechaun. If he's top 8 in MVP voting, you got me.
If Lucky the mascot was black, would he be unlucky? Sorry, just had to throw that in there. Yeah.
Think it would have no gold to just be a pot. It would just be a pot. Yeah. They have dreads in.
So that's my dark ass horse.
All right, that's your real dark ass horse.
Real dark horse.
Who still can't get over the fact that they lost to the Knicks.
This nigga hurt his hamstring already, bro. He's not even gonna start the season.
Oh, did they already announce that he's not starting?
Yeah.
I feel like I've already won the bet.
He's off to a bad start.
I feel like I've already won the bet. Just saying. Also, the fact that Jaylen Brown can't get over losing to the Knicks, it still makes my heart. Did you see what he said in the start? Did you watch the starting 5? You didn't watch it yet?
I haven't watched it yet.
It's good. It's really good.
Watch it today.
Yeah, it's good. I binged it one day just because I thought we might talk about it. But yeah, he still can't get over it. That makes me so happy. It makes me so happy. All right, my dark horse is not as dark. And it is a little bit of bias, but I don't think it's realistic. But I have like 3. First one is Anthony Edwards. If you've improved and you watch Kobe and Michael and you're going to take all these shots and beat up on these small teams, I think he's going to have a good season. I don't know how good the Wolves are going to be, but we'll see. So I'll say Anthony Edwards. My other one, selfishly, is Jalen Brunson.
Mm-hmm.
Jalen Brunson, top 10, which I didn't just say that. That was ESPN. That was Bleacher Report. That's all. He's a top 10 player in the NBA with an offense that's going to run as fast as they possibly can, even though they were still last in pace during the preseason. So for whatever that's worth. But I think with more space, with Mike Brown trying to run Jalen Brunson like Steph Curry a little bit, run him off the ball and behind screens and all types of stuff to get him more open. I think his efficiency is going to go up. I think his point total is going to potentially go up. So Jalen Brunson is my dark horse, and Anthony Edwards dark horse MVP, and then of course Wemby. Again, if Mancow's prediction, if Mancow's prediction comes true and they're the 4 seed, he probably will win MVP. I'm always going to guarantee he will.
Yeah, no, it's ridiculous. His presence is ridiculous.
It's insane.
His existence is almost ridiculous. To be honest with you. He's just gonna be in. He can't not be. Again,
he can't not be.
Whether he tries or not, he's going to be in the conversation because just the way the nigga plays basketball.
There's some things you just can't explain.
It's inevitable.
He's Thanos, bro.
Yeah,
he is inevitable. So, Wemby's coming. So just let you know. No pause. No pause episode, bro. Oh. No pausing. All right. Next one. I don't know if I really have any hot takes. I think I've had as many takes as I possibly can. I don't know if I have a hot one.
You already crossed mine off the list. My hot takes were...
Your hot take is Jaylen Brown make MVP.
Obviously.
The hot take for sure.
But even the hot take of the Celtics, in the 5th seed. That's my hottest take.
That's the hottest take you could possibly make. I got nothing. I got nothing to top that.
Yeah.
I got nothing to top that.
I got another one.
What's up?
I bet Grady Dick changes his last name this year. Because if he doesn't, I'm protesting. Because that shit is crazy.
I don't know how good Grady Dick has been, but maybe they'll pull him out of the NBA. I don't know. I don't know. I haven't seen much about Dick, so I had so many more of these that I can't think of them right now. Poor Grady Dick, bro. I don't.
He has to love it.
You gotta lean. If you're Grady Dick, you gotta lean into this. Lean in. Just go full in.
Yeah.
Hard. Just go. You know what I'm saying?
They should
go hard.
They should Dick do the tip off.
Dick do the tip off.
I know you're not the center, but
Grady Dick should have. Grady Dick should already have Trojan sponsors.
Oh my God,
bro! Lube sponsors. Bro, you should have leaned all the way into this because we're not going to be able to help ourselves. Yeah. I will not be able to watch a Raptors game without thinking about Dick. I don't know why. So crazy, I don't know how I can do it. I'm just being children.
Dick going from deep, crazy.
You know what? Honestly, since he's been in the league, I have never listened to their actual telecast to see how they talk about him. Like, how do they describe what he's doing on the court?
Whenever they play the Celtics, Brian Scalabrine be having a field day with that shit. Yeah, Dick got to get him down low. Dick with the move inside. What? Sir?
Of all names, man.
Yeah.
Bro, your family should
already
change
said
their
he can't do jersey swaps. He the only player that's not allowed to swap jerseys.
I don't know how true that is, but
I hope it's true.
I mean,
put him on punishment, bro. You gotta take Dick out. Dick tired, bro. He been in too long.
So children.
Yeah.
Children. I hope to God you've made it this far so you can actually hear our conference finals.
Or just clip it. Get a Dick clip.
A Dick clip. Oh my God. Anyway. All right, moving on.
Yo, if he sends a full body selfie or just a picture of his face, that's still a dick pic. That's crazy, bro.
Why are we like this?
I don't know.
Why are we like this?
Can't text your mom.
Oh, there goes little. All right, no, I'm sorry. Whew.
Dick coming through the tunnel. Did you look at that? Dick's hanging off the rim.
Oh my God, bro! You gotta change your name.
Yeah,
you gotta change your name.
That's the hot take, bro.
You gotta change your name. It just is not. Oh man. I don't know why I'm thinking about Stromile Swift now. Swift. I don't. Oh man.
Oh man. Yeah.
Whew, Jesus. All right. If you found that entertaining,
yeah.
Wait till you hear this.
That was a tangent.
All right. Western Conference. We are not going to go through each round. We're just going to do the conference finals of what we think. We're going to start in the West. Who is your Western Conference, not winner, your Western Conference finals matchup? And then we'll go to the winners.
OKC versus Denver.
Okay. I have the same exact thing.
Yeah.
The same exact
thing. Being realistic.
If we're being realistic, watching their second round series felt like that should have just been the championship.
Yeah.
It was great. Two best players in the world going at it. Two best teams, in my opinion, on paper, look phenomenal. Do you think, excuse me, I'm sorry, my voice just cracked. Do you think OKC could win 70 games this year?
No. Maybe.
I don't think it's there yet.
I don't think so.
I'm not there
yet. That's a hard one to put up. I can't. I don't.
That's one of like 4 teams to ever do it. Or 3, I think.
They're great and could easily be wrong. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If they're just building off of the success because they're so young and they're learning more as they go, like they could be the perfect storm for an ascending team.
Yeah.
What do you say?
That's that pun intended. Storm, thunder. Yeah. Sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, I didn't catch.
I couldn't let that one go. Sorry. Go ahead.
But I won't go out there and say that. But
yeah. They're a phenomenal team. If they won 70, I wouldn't be shocked. But, I mean, because they lost Chet Holmgren for like, oh, my God. He played like 30 games last year, 35 games last year. So you imagine him having a healthy season.
Yeah.
Like, and Hartenstein missed some time, too. So it's possible.
You can't.
I'm not going to bet. I wouldn't bet on it. But
same thing. I wouldn't be too shocked. I'd be in awe.
I'd be like, God damn, like, wow.
Yeah, but just because you get to watch it. But
yeah, for sure. All right, well, that's the Western Conference.
That's Western.
Eastern Conference. What you got? Eastern Conference Finals.
I put the Knicks versus. I'm gonna say Detroit.
The Knicks versus Detroit.
I'm just gonna just to switch it up.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like I because one, I don't have faith in Cleveland.
Okay, fair. Neither do I.
You know what I'm saying? Like something will happen, and they'll be knocked out earlier than they intended to. The easier pick is the Knicks versus Cleveland, but I think I was worried about Detroit last year.
Yeah.
Just they have a certain level of toughness to them. And then again, if you build on what you did moving forward in your next season, we'll see. That it's a big jump for them, but
talk about a jump.
Yeah, that I'd like to, and I think that would be a fun matchup to watch too.
A rematch of last year's first round, that would be fun. I actually kind of want to see Detroit one more time because I feel like they put up a good fight. They put up a good fight. Their fans swear on everything that if Jaden Ivey and Isaiah Stewart were healthy, they would have beat the Knicks. I will not agree to that, but I think it would be a fun series and a good matchup between Cade and Brunson. Future of the Eastern Conference is that'd be fun. Yeah. I'd enjoy it. It'd be fun. It's not the matchup I went with. I went with slightly different. I went clearly with my New York Knicks versus the Orlando Magic. In the Eastern Conference Final.
Detroit or Orlando on my notes.
We clearly don't believe in Cleveland.
Yeah.
We can agree on that. I think they're not – this is not my bias. I'm just looking at what I've seen over the last 3 years. They look like they're just still not ready, right? At least that's the story and the stigma of them over the last 3 years. They've just come up short. I will give them a little bit of a pass against the Celtics in 24 only because – I believe that was when Mitchell and Jared Allen were out, or Mobley, or two of the four were out. So I'll give them a pass on that. But they barely beat Orlando in that year prior to losing to the Celtics, losing to the Knicks the year before that, a team that they shouldn't really have lost to, and then losing last year to the Pacers, which again, not looking back on it, may not be any shame in losing to the Pacers, but still, 64 wins last year, and you lost to a team with 50.
Yeah,
no. Jared Allen has already said way back when they lost to the Knicks the first time, the lights were too bright. Though you have nothing but pressure.
Yeah.
The Knicks have pressure too, and probably I would argue more. But the Cavs, you had pressure before. You got pressure now.
Different pressure because y'all are knocking on the door of like winning it all.
Yes,
you're right there. You know what I'm saying? And based on history's timeline, it's usually like a team that can keep their core together for that third or fourth year is usually when they push over and make it. That's what it was for us.
Yeah.
So, especially with a younger team like that. So, the Knicks are right there. The Cavs are like, yo, y'all should be there. What's up?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and if you should be here, but you stuck here,
it's not a good look, man. It's not a good look. The pressure on this core four is that if we don't win, either get to the finals. Again, I would argue if they get to the conference finals, that's okay. If they lose, they're not going to be together anymore.
Yeah, facts.
I think everybody and a mama knows that they're not going to be together anymore. So if that's the case, if you already can't handle the pressure of y'all knowing you're going to be together over the last 3 years, how are you going to handle it now when this could be your last year together?
Right.
I don't believe in it. Orlando, and I think Orlando will be the team to knock them out of the playoffs, is because Orlando is just tougher. And they're younger. They don't know any better.
And
they've never been here
together too.
Yes,
like you can just see in their play and how they exist with each other on the court. They just seem like a more ready unit.
Offensively, I don't know how good that team is going to be, but I think their defense and their toughness and their togetherness.
Yeah.
I think they're ready to ascend over one of those teams. Either they're beating Atlanta or they're beating Cleveland.
Yeah.
I just think they're tougher than them. And I think they'll beat up Cleveland more than they'll beat up anybody else.
Yeah.
And if there's a team that cannot handle physicality, it will be the Cavs. And I don't trust it. So in a weak Eastern Conference, yes, I am picking the Orlando Magic versus the New York Knicks. It's not because I know a bunch of Magic fans. I'm just looking at them.
Complete unbiased.
It's not biased at all. I don't believe in their bench that much. You can sue me for that if you want to, if you're a Magic fan watching this.
Yeah, but they did add some three-point shooting.
But adding the three-point shooting of Bane, if you get back Mo Wagner, if Franz looks good like he did in Eurobasket, I don't see why they couldn't make the Eastern Conference final. Now, let's move on. Finals matchup. What you got based off of that? So we both have recap while you look that up. Western Conference, we have the OKC Thunder versus the Denver Nuggets. I have the New York Knicks versus the Orlando Magic. Mancow has Cavs versus Detroit.
I had Knicks.
Knicks and who? Versus who?
Knicks versus Detroit.
No, I know. I'm saying for the finals.
I'm sorry. I thought you were recapping.
No. Sorry. Yeah. Sorry.
Coming out of the East, I'm gonna go New York.
Okay.
Coming out of the West, fucking OKC.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. And I have Denver versus OKC.
Right?
because I just think the Knicks are just better. Again, sue me for bias if you want to. Don't care. I think they're better than everybody else. I think they're tougher. I think they're going to manage Mitchell Robinson throughout the season and make it to the finals. Denver lost to OKC last year in Game 7, got blown off the court. Michael Porter Jr. had one arm working, and Aaron Gordon blew his hamstring in Game 6. They barely beat the Thunder.
Yeah.
Or excuse me, the Thunder barely beat the Nuggets. Them, yeah. It's not to say the Thunder aren't great. They are. But when that type of team that had no three-point shooting, Russell Westbrook on your bench, your young guys off your bench like Peyton Watson and Julian Strawther could not do anything for you. You have a more complete team now with the best player on the planet.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear nothing else.
I feel you.
Denver versus New York in the NBA Finals. Denver and Knicks in the finals is my choice. Who is your winner?
I'm gonna go with the West Coast, bro.
Traitor. Fucking traitor.
I can't give you that, man. I've been too complimentary to your team. You know what I'm saying?
I will say this. In your matchup, Knicks Thunder, I think you're right. I don't think the Knicks have enough to beat the Thunder. I keep it a B. I just don't think they do. I don't like any matchup the Knicks would have in that scenario because Cat is not great on defense. Neither is Jalen Brunson. The Thunder have all defensive players and great offensive players. Like I just don't see it how we beat that team. I'll judge it when they play each other in the regular season.
Yeah.
In my matchup, Denver and New York. Oh, praise Jesus, I'm going to say it. I'm picking the Knicks. If that's the finals, if it's Denver and New York, I'm picking the Knicks to win the finals this year. I will come on this podcast and cry my motherfucking eyes out if the Knicks win a championship. I swear on my life.
We're going to bring Papoose.
Bro, I will cry my eyes out.
On my pinky queens and my thumbs.
In 3 straight years, this may be a horrible argument, but in 3 straight years the Knicks have played the Denver Nuggets. They have beaten them every single time. There's like 4 different iterations of that Knicks team that has beaten the Nuggets every time we've played them. We had Julius, we had Cat, we had Mitch, we didn't have Mitch. We had Jalen Brunson, we always had Jalen Brunson. OG Anunoby, we didn't have. Like, we've beaten them in different times all the time. There's something there. I don't know what it is, why we're able to match up with them well. Denver versus New York. New York wins the championship this year. That's what I'm rolling with. That's my finals pick.
Yeah, man.
Famous last
I
words.
can honestly say, I want that for you, bro.
No, you don't.
I do. I do. I'm always gonna make life hard on you, right? But my heart's in a good place. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm at peace with my season. You know what I mean? So I don't got no skin in the game. My bets are already out there, and they don't require me going too far into the season. So, that'd be a fun podcast to be a part of.
Oh Lord,
especially before when it was like, you know, when we started this in 2001. We were at odds with each other because we were in the top of the East. So it's like, all right, it's me versus you.
Yeah.
But now that I'm not here, I
now that we put y'all back,
just be happy for my men.
Put y'all back in y'all place, one Achilles at a time.
That
hurt. So that's our finals pick. So Mancow has the Oklahoma City over the New York Knicks.
Yes, sir.
The Oklahoma City has the Thunder over the Knicks in the finals. I have the Knicks over the Denver Nuggets in the NBA Finals.
Amen.
All right. Before we finish up, let's wrap up on a couple stories really quick.
Yeah.
Let's talk about our boy Russell Westbrook, who finally signed his contract. I'm so sorry that you had to go to Sacramento.
Yeah, but I'm so happy that you're on the team.
So happy you're on the team, though.
If he would have got forced out of the league, like
sad.
So many other players that we love, just to watch play as a fan of the game, that I would have been really sad. And I like, bro, I'll take Westbrook on the Celtics this year. I don't care if it's for a 1-year rental or whatever. Yeah. Like, it's entertaining for a year. You know what you're getting out of the product, bro. He's going to come out there. He's going to create chaos. He's going to be an energetic person, whether he's starting or coming off of the bench. Like, you don't disrespect Russ like that. So
Doug Christie already said he just wants Russ to be Russ. And I put out a tweet saying, Dennis Schroeder, your starting days are numbered already.
Dumb funny.
Because if you let Doug Christie say that Russell Westbrook gets to be Russell Westbrook, you're not starting anymore. You will not start. Yeah. Russell Westbrook will outwork everybody on the Kings. The Kings are horrible. They have a horrible roster. with like good individual players and DeMar DeRozan, Zach LaVine, Sabonis, whatever.
They gonna be some gangbangers too, bro. DeRozan and Westbrook. Yeah, let me see that scrap.
I am choosing Russell Westbrook over everybody. I hope he's on a non-guaranteed contract, so he can even play well and they can still release him or whatever. I hope to God he gets released at some point from his good play or traded, and he gets to go to a team where he can actually win.
I heard an interesting take on this morning, actually, where somebody was saying, like, this is the Kings playing 4D chess, so to speak. As far as I know, it's a reach, right? But it's like DeRozan is a free agent after this.
I believe so.
I think LaVine has a player option.
You're telling me Brandon.
Right,
no
whatever.
I have no
Essentially, and Russ is on a 1-year deal. They're trying somebody else's idea. We don't know
where
this is coming from, right? But essentially, go out there this year and build your stock because we're going to start the rebuild. So they're going to try and trade their veteran assets to other teams that are looking for a vet. This person even said they'll get rid of Sabonis because his age doesn't fit their timeline.
Okay.
And then just start fresh. But have tradable assets so that you're not a complete wash.
I'll tell you this right now. The Kings are not smart enough to play. They're not smart enough to play regular. The niggas are not smart enough to play sorry.
Crazy.
The Kings are a horrible, horrible franchise. And trust me, I know horrible franchises. It's a bad franchise. They're not that smart. Sabonis should get traded this season because he needs to, but he's not a good fit anywhere. That's not because he, as a player, isn't good. He doesn't shoot threes. Not a good defender. He's a small ball 5. It doesn't fit with what basketball is in 2025. Absolutely. So that's number one. But I still like Sabonis as a player. LaVine's contract is monstrous.
Yeah.
Nobody wanted him last year. You were the only ones. You Sacramento Kings were the only ones to be dumb enough to take that contract on. Don't talk to me about you playing 4D chess. DeRozan, you just created the Sacramento Bulls. Why the hell would you put back LaVine and DeRozan back together? We already saw what it looked like.
The Sacramento Bulls.
Come on, man. 4D chess, my ass, bro. Y'all niggas couldn't play tic-tac-toe if you had 2 X's on the board. Stop it.
Dumb funny.
Stop it. They're completely incompetent. I don't want to hear anything about them playing 4D chess.
There it is.
They're not signing nobody. They're not getting nobody. They need to completely hit the reset button, but they won't. They're just like the Bulls.
Sacramento Bulls. Well, there you go.
The Sacramento Bulls and the Chicago Kings. They're the same fucking franchise.
The Chicago Kings sound kind of good.
It would sound good, actually. That would sound good. Anyway.
Yeah, but shout out to Westbrook, man.
Alternate universe. Shout out to Mr. Westbrook, bro.
Yes,
hopefully you have a horrible number. I know you did it for significance of age, year 18 in the league, but terrible number. All right, moving on. Last thing real quick that happened before we even get to that real quick. Kevin Durant signed his contract, 2 years, $90 million extension. Good job for KD. I love the fact that you're a troll. It's great.
Yeah, the Anthony Edwards beef online is very
I don't think that's real.
You don't think so?
I don't think that's real. I tried to look in his replies. I didn't see it.
All right, bet.
But
you be on Twitter. I don't.
I'd be on the Twitter.
Yeah.
I'd be on the Twitter. I'd be trying to find stuff out.
Or X.
Yeah, or just whatever. Don't get me started. Don't get me started. So shout out to KD. Shout out to the Rockets doing good business. And moving on to our last thing. Paul Pierce is not better than Carmelo Anthony.
Hold on.
That's the headline. I'm not even going to start with what he actually said.
He didn't say it. Oh, okay, hold on. This came across the radar this morning. I ain't see the clip. I ain't have time to look it up. I saw the post that I sent you. Mm-hmm. KG says that Paul Pierce is a better player than Carmelo Anthony.
It's wrong.
Okay. Why is it wrong?
Because it's wrong.
Hold on. Why is it wrong? Hear me out.
You keep going. I'm going to pull up some stuff. Yeah, keep going.
The thing. I got some stats up too, so
that's what you going for. I'm pulling numbers up. I'm pulling numbers up.
Okay, here's what I'll say. Mm-hmm. Better, I don't know, better scorer, Carmelo Anthony, right? Mm-hmm. Raw offensive talent, Carmelo Anthony. More complete player, Paul Pierce. Better career.
Well, yeah,
Paul
better
Pierce.
career. I
know, but that's what I'm saying. It all depends on how you preface it, right? Okay. And it's hard. And I'm a Carmelo guy. Don't get me wrong. And I told you after Paul Pierce retired, I started losing a lot of respect for him once he started talking on TV, right? And I'm grateful, which again I have not seen the clip, but I hope that this was this conversation came from KG and not Paul Pierce starting the conversation because there's nothing worse than a nigga patting himself on the back, right? But if you go down, right, I got obviously the championship. He has one. They both got 10 All-Star appearances.
We have the same thing up. Go ahead.
Okay, all right. So
we probably got the same thing. Go ahead.
So the All-NBA selections, Melo has 6, Paul Pierce has 4. Finals MVP, Paul Pierce has 1. Melo ain't got none. Points per game, again, Melo can score. He's Melo. There's no questioning that, right? Just going down the list, assists per game, Paul Pierce got it. Rebounds per game, Melo got slight edge. Defense,
I don't have an argument for that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And that's what it comes down to, right? And Paul Pierce did have a complete game, right? He could shoot threes with the best of them. He was clutch as fuck. He was crazy in the mid-range. He could play out of the post. He was a good defender. In his younger days, he will bang on you, pause.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? Like
now we're allowed in the pause, huh?
Yeah, right. Nigga, I've been pausing all day. What you talking about? You the one that's out here trying to catch Grady Dick. So yeah. So I think there's an art. Okay, it depends on how you move the goalposts, and this is one of those ones that you have to move the goalposts for because if you're just saying Paul Pierce is a better basketball player than Carmelo Anthony, I don't know if I'm all the way in favor of that. Okay. But I understand because scoring the basketball, there's not many that could do it like Carmelo Anthony. And at the rate that Carmelo Anthony could do it. But you cannot sleep on Paul Pierce as an offensive player, as a defensive player, as a team player, and as a champion.
I vehemently disagree. Vehemently disagree. Paul Pierce as a defender, I don't have an argument. Way better than Carmelo. Melo just didn't defend like he was supposed to. Carmelo Anthony, and maybe this is more of an aesthetic thing.
Put on 2008 while you talk. I'm sorry.
This is more of an aesthetic thing. Aesthetically pleasing. It's Carmelo Anthony. Unity. I don't care. This is a horrible argument. I don't care. I will never pick Paul Pierce over Carmelo Anthony on any day of the week. If you swapped teams, if you said put Melo on the 2008 Celtics, do they still win that championship?
Yeah.
If Paul Pierce goes to the Knicks in 2000, whatever year Melo went, 2011, 2012, what happens?
Not much.
Probably the same fucking thing that happened when Melo was a Knick. He would hit some game-winning shots. It'd be fun. And then it'd be over. Carmelo, to me, just never had enough of a supporting cast to put up the numbers, or not the numbers, excuse me, put up the accolades in terms of championships and all that type of stuff than Paul Pierce. Carmelo Anthony is a better basketball player than Paul Pierce. If I'm just looking at the offensive side of the ball, because Paul Pierce also talked a lot of crap about him being the better shooter and having the game that was he preceded James Harden's step back. That's what he said in the Starting Five documentary.
He did say that.
He can do everything Kevin Durant can do. So we've already gone far. Paul Pierce has I don't know if it was the sun that burned him when he had to walk from his house to his studio when the Knicks beat them in Game 2. I don't know if it's the sun. I don't know if it's the CTE. I don't know if it's the weed.
Stay off the weed.
That makes him think he's better than Carmelo Anthony.
Nah, okay, but you just said it. You just said just looking at the offensive side. Basketball is not just an offensive sport.
To me, it is.
Well, all right. Well, there you go. That's dumb funny. I was just playing. Go ahead. And you got to think, even before the 2008 season, Paul Pierce was a killer. You know what I'm saying?
Was a monster.
Niggas was looking at the games that they knew they had to play the Celtics because they know Paul Pierce is gonna jump on your ass. Pause. Yeah, Grady Dick. So you can't take away when it was just him. He had those Melo years. You know what I'm saying? When it was him and Antoine Walker and that's why
that's fair.
The Celtics were any type of relevant, which they weren't really. You know what I'm saying? But they had those moments, those fun moments, and then you give him the team, and he did what he was supposed to with it, and led that team.
Disagree.
There's an argument there. There's an argument there. Nobody wants to. It's hard to admit because nobody likes Paul Pierce in retirement.
Maybe that's what it is.
That's really what it comes down to. And right now, Carmelo in retirement, I love that nigga just as much as I did when I watched him play. Watching him talk basketball, I'm grateful. I can't wait to see them on NBC. Like, he's just that nigga, man. Like, I've been a fan of his since he came into the league. I picked him over D-Wade and LeBron when he came in. I'm dumb a Melo guy, son.
Not a Melo guy, bro.
But when you look at basketball, that's why I was like, nah, we gotta talk, because when you look at it,
Carmelo Anthony,
it's closer than you think.
Paul Pierce looks like a baby deer trying to play ball, and that's how he played.
And he shot free throws awkward. Like this. I know he shot free throws with 1 foot in front of the other one.
So awkward.
It was dumb weird.
As much of a shot as that seems, he was still able to put the ball in the basket. There was one thing I knew about Paul Pierce: I did not want the ball in his hands in the fourth quarter. I feel the same fucking way about Carmelo Anthony. I don't want the ball in his hands in the fourth quarter if I'm on the opposing team. Melo was a better rebounder. Melo was a better offensive rebounder. Melo was a better one-on-one scorer. Sorry.
I don't know if that's true.
That is true.
I don't know if that's all the way true, D.
Carmelo Anthony is in a fucking phone booth. Not you can't stop him.
Right. But
Kobe Bryant, one of the best players ever, rest in freaking peace to the god of Kobe Bryant, even said, and LeBron, that Melo was the hardest person to guard.
I understand that.
Not Paul Pierce.
I understand that, right? And it could be a stature thing too, right? Because if I'm not mistaken, Carmelo Anthony is bigger than
physically,
Paul Pierce, right?
Bigger,
so that could be a contributing factor. If somebody's in the phone booth and they putting their back on you, then it's gonna feel that much harder to deal with, right? But you cannot tell me that Pierce wasn't as effective bro.
But that's not what I'm saying. I'm not trying to diminish. I am trying to diminish Paul Pierce, but in a funny way. But I'm not dumb. I understand. Paul Pierce was great. Paul Pierce is one of the greats. He's up there with one of the better scorers like Tracy and guys like that. Mm-hmm. I just think putting yourself on a pedestal of thinking like you're up there with Kobe and Durant and Melo is a little delusional. To think you're that guy. You were not that guy. And I will never. Paul Pierce has one of the greatest quotes of all time when he hit that shot in Washington. Did you call bank? No, I called game. It's the hardest shit I ever. Fantastic. Take that to the Hall of Fame. You're not better than Melo. I don't have a good argument, but I ain't not better than Melo. I don't have a great argument. I'm sitting in my bias.
Tell us what you think.
I don't want to hear anybody. Oh, you're biased. You're a Knicks fan. You're biased. I don't care. Everybody out. You're biased.
You're biased.
Len biased. You're biased. Everybody is. Everybody has a bias. I don't care. I will have logical basketball conversation with anybody. I understand Paul Pierce was fantastic. Carmelo Anthony is just as fantastic. And in my argument, he's better.
I think that's where you get your median, your midpoint, right? He's just as fantastic. I don't know if it's not an argument where you could say one is exponentially better than the other.
That's my point.
And that's where I'll agree on. But when you take it at face value, it's not that far fetched. They were closer than you think. And as far as a career, Paul Pierce had a better career, bro. It's right there. It's right there. His name is on the side of the ring, nigga. Hulk Hogan. For you, nigga. All right, yeah.
All right. That's it. Let's get that line, bro. All right. If you made it this far into this ridiculous conversation, I hope you enjoyed this conversation. I hope you enjoyed this podcast. If you are new, please support us. Like this video. The like button's over there somewhere. I'm sure on the screen. It's right there. Hit that. Leave us a comment if you think Melo is better than Paul Pierce, and I'm sure you'll agree with me because I had such a great argument that he is better.
And if you got some more stats to support my side, you know what I'm saying? Like, keep it green, baby.
Whatever. Anyway, next to the finals. Like, share, and subscribe.
Peace out.
NBA's back. Peace out.